Ooh. Oh, new stuff being announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, yeah, you read the title. I'm not going to talk about, anything else that happened, like Transformers reveal, something that's other things that are in my interest. Now, let's look at, well, stuff that was announced for the new Spongebob movie, Spongebob, Sponge Out of Water. Now, you probably just watched Pie Guy Rules video, and you know what? I decided to do one myself, and the same guy, Roberto, or iyamthecoltraneman on YouTube, notified me of this, and thanks, man, you rock. And, well, I thought, you know what, maybe I should give my 2 cents on it. There was an article, now, if you don't know, there's an article in USA Today about, an exclusive peek at SpongeBob in Sponge Out of Water. Now, let's get the title out of the way. SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water. SpongeBob's already been out of water a bunch of times in the show. Whether it be Sandy's Tree Dome or going on land to, make a point to Sandy or get a ride from Hasselhoff, it's already been done. So, yeah, that's just what the title says to me. But anyway, let's read the article. I'm gonna move my camera a bit just so I can read this better. Alright, come on. The classic underwater animated character, SpongeBob SquarePants, has come out of the water at last. He's already been out of the water, like I just said, and he's buff to boot. Okay. In this exclusive first look at the upcoming movie, SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water, due out February 6th, 2015. It's 2 days before my birthday. Yay. Sarcasm. The main cast gets a new, real look once they leave their animated sea city of Bikini Bottom. The reason I did real is because they have it in quotations. And also, didn't they leave their city of Bikini Bottom in the first movie? I don't know, just saying. It's a bold new world where no sponge has gone before. I'm still getting used to it, says Tom Kenny, who has voiced SpongeBob for 17 years. Wait, 17 years? 1999, that was 15 years. USA, come on. You've seen someone in a certain way for so long, it's just really different. Okay. Tom, SpongeBob's been to the surface before. Come on, man. What's going on? The character's zany personality remains the same in this second movie installment for the long-running Nickelodeon television franchise. Kenny still voices SpongeBob, even with his new look, which comes late in the movie. Okay, we'll get to that new look in a bit. It's not like SpongeBob has gone through any personality rewiring. There's no reboot. Daniel Craig will not be voicing him, says Kenny. It's just very different likeness. Personality rewiring. Do I even have to say anything about that part? No, that part speaks for itself. The team begins the film in their usual animated world. Then they transform into CG superheroes to fight off a menace endangering beloved Bikini Bottom. Now, this is the new look that I mentioned. You see, the movie is gonna be like a parody of the Avengers. Alright, I'm gonna have a link in the description below to this. You can see the picture of how these costumes for the characters look, and you know what? Roberto, when he sent this to me, he brought up something that, well, I do think the same. Why not bring back the International Justice League of Super Acquaintances? But the only reason I can see why that's not happening is because, Ernest Burgoyne is dead. He's been dead for 2 years, which is sad. Rest in peace, dude. And, that's why, you know, the thing for things like in Kenny the Cat, SpongeBob obsessing over him instead of Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy, but still, at least acknowledge them, because the stuff they come with is just so stupid. Patrick Star turns into Mr. Super Awesomeness. Moving on. SpongeBob becomes the Invincible. Squidward is Sour Note, and Krabs is Sir Pinch-A-Lot. Okay, let me say something about costumes. Well, how they look, because, well, they do have some physical changes. Okay, Patrick. Well, how they have him looking, he looks like, it's like if Blob from X-Men, got abs and pecs, and it doesn't look that good. His trunks have magically turned into superhero underoos, and also the same flower pattern is seen on, like, his gloves and his hat and mask. It's almost as stupid as Patrick Man, but not quite, but it's close. SpongeBob. He wears this blue mask with a bubble wand on top, making him look like Poe from the Teletubbies. And he's all buffed up. It's like in Muscle Bob Buff Pants, when SpongeBob's imagining him being strong, it's kind of like that, except his legs, his waist and legs remain the same, but he's all buffed up on top, and it looks corny, and not in a good way. Squidward, his shirt has, like, become a leotard, and he's got, like, this helmet on with antennae, almost like Ant-Man. He's got a belt on, he's got a music note on his chest, and he's got these piano boots, and his probably looks the best, although it also looks like he lost 2 legs, because, well, I don't see 4 legs on Squidward, I only see 2. And Mr. Krabs looks like robot crabs. Plain and simple. Okay, well, moving on. It's the big climax of the movie, says director Paul Tibbitt. They all come to shore in our world, and they transform themselves into an Avengers-type team to do battle. Their world is in jeopardy. Not that they look to be a serious crime-fighting team going forward. I don't know if these guys could take out Thor and the Hulk, but they might give them a run for their money, says Tibbitt. Right, yeah, and I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. The group needs to deal with the threat of Antonio Banderas, who plays a villainous pirate in the movie. He's got a great comedy touch, says Kenny, and we've seen him in Zorro. He really knows how to swashbuckle. If there were pirates today, he would definitely pass as one. I haven't seen enough Antonio Banderas' movies to make this sort of judgment, but you know what? For this, I'm gonna take Kenny's word for it. Okay. A SpongeBob Water Crew will be at Comic-Con. This happened yesterday. They show off the new look superhero characters and footage from the movie. Now, right now, it hasn't been released to, well, the public like me, the people that didn't go to Comic-Con. Kenny believes fans will be excited. He's ready for some shocked reactions, too. Kenny, Tom, you're kind of blowing it a little out. Okay, a typo. There's a thin line between a riot and a paroxysm of joy, he says. Either way, it's Comic-Con, and it's always good to have your escape route planned. So, right now, it sounds like Tom Kenny's not confident in this movie, and, you know, who can blame him? Quite frankly, I mean, he's got to know about all the backlash that SpongeBob's gotten over the years, because, well, I mean, it's been going on for almost 10 years. How can he not realize that? As for the plot being Avengers type, really? Really? This is what they came up with? I mean, when this was announced like a year ago, I was like, oh geez, what could they come up with now? Because with the first SpongeBob movie, it's brought us something that, fans have, wanted to see. What if Plankton finally got cryopay formula. What would happen? How would SpongeBob stop him? What would Plankton have to do to achieve that goal? And, well, we got our answer. Plankton still got his ass kicked in the end, but you know what? It's gotta happen. I mean, if it doesn't happen, then, well, what the fuck? And this, I mean, they saw the guys behind this saw the Avengers, like, you know what? Let's make a SpongeBob episode about this. Nah, we need more time to do it. Special, we've got some other stupid shit in the works. This thing about SpongeBob getting fired or something like that. Like, you know what? Let's do another movie. Yeah, people will eat that shit up like no tomorrow. That's just what I think of it. And there's also this one picture. It's on Nickelodeon Kids. Again, link in the description below. And Paramount was handing these posters out at Comic-Con. And, well, it's a promotion for the SpongeBob movie, and it's Avengers style. Spongers. You know, the flow of that sounds terrible. And, well, it kind of looks like the Avengers poster coming soon. I mean, this is real. I mean, it's got, like, you know, the logos there. And also, not only does it unveil, you know, the 4 heroes we already saw, and it looks like Mr. Krabs has these turbine things, which God only knows how it's going to work, but it looks like Plankton turns into the Hulk, because, well, there's this giant green body with this tiny little pinhead that can only be Plankton, and Sandy is a realistic squirrel. Okay. And apparently part of the movie is going to be in CG, and, well, that is the first part of, you know, this new SpongeBob movie that Paramount has shown. They haven't shown, you know, the 2D animation, although they said that it's the same 2D animation style as from the first movie, which is a good thing because that was good. A little bulgy, but still good. This, the thing is, they become CG when they're on land. What was wrong with having 2D animation on land? I don't get it. And with the Antonio Banderas being a pirate, I would love to see them have Patchy in his crew, or have a Patchy appearance. If they don't, then that's a blown opportunity. But overall, am I excited for this movie? Not really. I might see it. I mean, I'm not gonna see it on its opening week. Hell no. And just what they've announced so far, it doesn't sound like they've got anything good to bring. I mean, Avengers parody, I mean, for people that wanted a SpongeBob sequel, is this what you were waiting for? A parody of the Avengers? No, you want to watch the Avengers, then just watch the Avengers. Why do you need to watch, you know, the SpongeBob characters poorly imitate that stuff? Just, I simply don't get it. And people are going like, oh, relax, it's for kids. That is no excuse. Anyone who says that, you need to re-examine a lot of things, pal, alright? This is the best they could come up with. And also, you know what I'm saying, SpongeBob gets out of the water. It's like, again, it's like with SpongeBob, you're fired. It's like, you know, they're saying, like, this has never happened before, despite it happening before. I am kind of curious as to how Antonio Banderas, the pirate, wreaks havoc on Bikini Bottom. I'm sure he probably, like, you know what, this is my prediction. He probably just drops a bunch of anchors into Bikini Bottom, and SpongeBob and the gang have to do something with them. I bet you it's gonna be that. If it is, then SpongeBob really has become that predictable. Oh wait, they are. Well, I might do another video about this, when footage finally gets out. And well, I probably will review the movie. And I do know that a while back I promised I would review Age of Extinction. I've got a review of that in the description below on my DeviantArt page. So yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, comment, and well, CG Spongebob. Ugh, no, no. Not to mention the CG looks like SpongeBob 40, which isn't yet good. So, with that said, bye.